Brought to you by Unreal Technology.
Yeah, so unreal. And a company that's dead now.
Groovy.
And for some reason, this game doesn't emulate, well, it doesn't play very well on modern computers because you can see the cutscene is really fucked up. This is Land of the Dead Road to Fiddler's Green, a movie game for obviously Land of the Dead. It's not very well made, but it's interesting because it kind of predates zombies becoming fucking everywhere in video games.
The only of Dead movie I've seen is Shaun of the Dead, and it's not even... I mean, I guess George Romero considered it an actual of the Dead movie, but that's like the only movie I've seen with that title.
I've seen everything except Survival of the Dead.
Oh no, it's wrong. I've seen the remake of Dawn of the Dead.
So, this game came out on Xbox and fucking PC. I wanted to get it when it came out, but I never did. I own it now thanks to...
Why did you want to get it?
Because back then zombie games weren't everywhere and I really wanted a zombie game.
Really? Man.
Yeah.
What a different age.
Yeah, I was, probably like between 11 and 14 at the time. It's 2005, so I must, 12. This is the most abrupt how we got here beginning ever.
So, you want to know how I got here?
No, I don't even know who the
Okay.
fuck you are! Want to know how I got to the top of this building? I used the stairs!
I just finished feeding the hogs when the power went out.
That start actually is very reminiscent, to me at least, of Max Payne. Isn't it? So how I got here. Whoosh, zoom into this weird guy's
Yeah.
face.
But at least then there's some kind of mystery to it. It's like there's a burning helicopter, police being called in. That it's just, I'm at the top of a building with a shotgun. Want to know how this happened? But it's the most abrupt beginning. Like, he sees a zombie, puts his fists right up in front of his face, and goes outside to meet it. So, this, also this piano music plays constantly. Get used to it.
Oh, speaking of weird hands in video games, have you seen the Half-Life 2 mod for Oculus Rift?
I haven't.
It looks really cool, especially the way the hand is done. I'll link you the video of this guy playing it.
So, you can actually walk around and look in stuff, but in this game there are no survival horror elements. You just have a health bar and guns, and you can beat zombies, and that's it. Aside from that, the combat is really awful. Hit detection is bad, your fists are wonky, but melee is actually so...
Oh god, what?
You have two attacks. You have your regular melee attack, which you should never use, and you have your fucking secondary melee attack, which near enough knocks every zombie down, but takes like 2 seconds to charge.
What was that? Chuh!
That was the sound of him trying to do stuff. So this is our basic gun in the game. It's fucking awful, because look at this.
What? You shot him in the head and he isn't dead yet?
It takes, with that gun, it takes like 4 shots to kill a zombie.
And that's your default gun? What?
Yeah.
It's bullshit. Takes so fucking long.
Yeah, it does. This is every zombie in the game, by the way. Oh no, this game introduces more kinds of zombies that you'll never see in a Romero movie, because they realise this type of zombie doesn't hold together a 2-hour campaign.
This is the only, like, regular zombie you see. Same model and everything.
No, I mean, this is like the standard type of zombie.
Be amazing if it was the same model every time, though. Does that red thing mean you have no head right now?
Yes, it does.
Have you looked up, what other games this developer has made?
I have, fucking ages ago. I recorded this, like, in November. Because it took me a while to convince you that this was worth doing. And now we're here, I'm not convinced it's worth doing, but he has a whole cabinet full of pills. So, what is Mission 1 exactly? Mission 1 is clear out your farm.
How is this even related to Land of the Dead? You've seen Land of the Dead, right?
I have. This guy is only tangentially related. Like, he realizes, oh, there's a place called Fiddler's Green, which in a movie is like the last settlement of humanity, and then he decides to walk there. And the last 2 missions are in Fiddler's Green and don't reveal anything about the plot. This game basically operates as the weirdest prequel to a movie ever. And by the way, this is a budget title. There's 2 voice actors for this, and all the cutscenes are done with his narration over them. So basically, in cutscenes, he's the only one who talks, and he sounds kind of dim-witted.
Wait, are there other people in this game too?
There's like 4 other characters.
So he
or 3
voices
other
all of them?
No, in-game there's actually another voice actor, but he only has like a couple of lines, like, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna stay here. Oh, I've run out of... I like how he spreads his guns around his farm. I've run out of bullets for this, and how did you get in there? Why did he have a zombie in his basement?
What's with zombie-related media and, like, zombies just being everywhere?
It's because they realize zombies aren't the most threatening enemies, that they have to dot them in places they couldn't possibly get to. Even that was some drunk kid who stumbled into his basement and then became a zombie somehow.
You know, World War Z isn't really that great of a movie, but I do applaud it for doing, doing something unique with the zombies, is to make them into ants, basically.
I haven't seen that yet. I saw a couple of trailers like, I'm cool. I've kind of gone off zombie-related stuff recently.
And here we are. Also,
Here we are.
fucking The Walking Dead, which we're gonna do in a little bit.
Oh yeah, I just got my saves back for that today, because new computer and, yeah.
And Season 4 of The Walking Dead starts back up pretty soon.
Maybe I should have kept my shotgun and my revolver in the same place. Also, this is our first melee weapon of the game. I say it actually has a few elements that are now kind of the standard in shooters. Like, you can only have one type of melee weapon at a time, so it's got like the 2-weapon limit, but you can carry all the guns in the game as you want. Also, the hammer is fucking incredible. This also has ragdolls before they became standard. And also the multiplayer is still active, I have to say. For some reason. There are still servers.
Sneak, let's talk about the Oculus Rift.
I want this game with the Oculus Rift.
I saw this tech demo of a movie theater for Oculus Rift. So you're basically in a movie theater.
I bet David Cage got a massive erection when he heard that.
It's like, you don't even have to go out anymore. You can just put on whatever movie and see it in the theater.
In wonderful... I don't remember the resolution, but it's not
I think
that
the release version will have 1080p.
Okay, so now we have the revolver. As long as we just have ammo, we should never use the base rifle. Ever. Unless you want to shoot a zombie 4 times in the head. It's our second melee weapon of the game, the shovel.
Wait, hammer? Oh, wait.
Shovel. We had a hammer, but now we have a shovel. It's... Oh, cool. We're stockpiling, you see.
Press action for medical attention.
Yeah, there we go. It's over. I like this loading screen zombie is my favorite character. He seems real. Hey, do you want to know how to kill my kind?
Strangers, it was them or me. The poor devils looked like they fell in a septic tank and festered for a few days.
How long has the zombie apocalypse been going on?
About 5 minutes. I like to think this part takes place during, was it Night of the Dead? And now we're moving into Dawn of the Dead territory. So the second mission, you have to walk to your neighbor's farm!
When we got a different gun?
No, well, we got 2 guns. Yeah, in the cutscene we probably did, but there we go. Also, luckily, your neighbor stockpiled fucking ammo everywhere over his farm. He was probably being investigated.
It's just the way people act in South America.
This is the new type of zombie! Sorry, this is actually playing blind and cutting deaf, so I was busy laughing my ass off.
What the
There's like 4 kinds of zombies in this, and this does... By the way, this type of zombie does not appear in the movie, or indeed any of the Dead fiction.
I am Crab Zombie. Fear my wrath as I slowly crawl towards you. You can basically fucking step on my head.
We call it the ankle biter. I also like that your neighbour set out his farm in the least fucking convenient way possible ever. Like, millions of people have probably died on this farm from falling hay bales. I wonder what this zombie's going to do. Is it going to sit up and kill me? Actually, I don't think this game does that cliche all the time. I applaud it.
You see, they just like made too many hay piles. And I was like, what do we do with this? It's the zombie apocalypse. No one wants this shit. Or all our cows are dead.
No, Dad, we don't want a hay maze. We missed several dinners because of it. But if you walk around in the hay maze, you can occasionally find hidden collectibles. This game doesn't have any real unlockables or anything, but more ammo and guns and occasionally painkillers. I don't know why there were painkillers spread out around here. This feels like such a video game level. I always fucking hated Steve.
Snake.
Yeah?
Why is crouch jumping a thing?
I fucking love crouch jumping.
Yeah, but okay, I don't mind it either, but like, does it really make sense?
Not really. It's,
I mean,
like, when you jump, do you tuck your legs up to your chest? I know I do. So basically, in this game, if they get up again, you can knock them back over with your shovel.
Crouch jumping just makes it so you can jump a little bit higher. I mean, it's not that much of a difference. Why not just make it jump?
It's kind of the weirdest one I can fucking say is in Postal 2, and I'm kind of sad you can't crouch through there. Thought there'd be hidden goodies and stuff, but basically if you just kind of like hit the rim at the exact right moment and then uncrouch jump, you basically rocket upwards at 100 miles an hour. You don't like go flying off into the air, but you basically can use it to get to hidden, well, not hidden areas, but rooftops and shit. And I think it's completely intentional because there's fucking items up there. I don't really think this game has any real jumping puzzles, though. I'm like, you can see me jumping at these things, trying to figure out, am I meant to, like, get on top of the hay bales? But nah, there's invisible walls and shit.
They're just too slippery. Is there any weapon you can just fucking one-shot these zombies?
You get them later in the game, but for the first few missions, you're stuck with these pieces of shit. This is why, like, the opening game is such a grind. The game doesn't really become great, but at least near the end, you're actually capable of taking out a horde of zombies. That's another thing. This game has that kind of slow-paced, methodical shooting to it. You can see my crosshair goes in and out and shit. So yeah.
Also, these aren't zombies. They're just the household. They got lost in the maze, and now they've turned into cannibals.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.